Good day. It's it's a really nice day out. I came out to pray for my cousin Sean, who's battling with COVID-19 and fighting for his life. But I anticipate some improvements happening soon. Like thinking tomorrow we'll see some improvements. As I sat out here praying and thinking about everything that's going on and praying for the Navajo Nation and what's going on with them, for Italy and a lot of our other countries that are really getting hard from this, New York, some of the people and places who've experienced a great deal of struggle with this and a lot of loss. I think it's a shame that it's got to come to something like this to get us to do what we should have been doing all along. We should have been making our lives and our home lives about family all along in the beginning. I think that this is teaching us how to live again and how to live the way we should have been living all along. I'm out here in the middle of nowhere and I've seen nothing but people so far. People that would normally be probably doing other things rather than experiencing nature. Coming out, walking along the stream. Some young boys off to the left of me that are walking, throwing rocks in the water and trying to skip them. Things that I remember doing for entertainment when I grew up as a kid. Down to the left of me on the other side of the stream, I seen a man and his two kids taking a walk out by the water. And keep in mind, I'm way out in the woods here. There's trails that run through here, so they've had to walk the distance to come enjoy the beauty that I'm seeing right now. And for them to do these things as a family is things that we should have been doing all along. We get caught up in life. We get caught up in self-centered and selfishness, and we forget about what's important to us until reality hits and we're faced with the possibility of losing everything that we love and care about. Our jobs, our loved ones to a disease that could take their lives. You know, when you stop and think about these things and think about what's happened other than the fear, you start to begin to understand what it is that we need to be doing for things to get better. It's really taking care of ourselves, taking care of our spirits. A lot of people are finding themselves alone. Well, maybe the Creator knows that that's what it's going to take for people to face themselves without distractions, to spend time alone looking at themselves. There's a lot of healing that has to be done, and there's a lot of healing that comes in that time that you spend alone. I've had to spend a lot of time alone without distractions to look at myself and find out what was broken and what needed to be fixed. And now an entire world is faced with that same time. And I gotta wonder how many people are going to look at themselves and are using this time to fix that which is broken, whether it's in their own home, whether it's among their own family or relatives or friends, angers, resentments. It's funny how that all seems like it's unimportant now, and that the most important thing is that everyone and everybody remains safe and healthy. So I prayed for protection and good health for everyone. I prayed for all nations and all people. I prayed that people come to that understanding that we're all one people and start seeing each other that way. Stay away from things like media and government. They are not of God. They are not of the Creator. They are a big part of the creation of this mess that we're in. And the only way we're going to come through this is to stand together as one people. And this is a test of faith and what you believe. This is meant to bring people closer to the Creator. You think not? People are dying from this disease. People are praying that have never prayed. People are asking for help, are going to God and asking God, somebody that they've never spent time talking to or thinking about. They find themselves humble now and asking the Creator to save their loved ones, to save the people, to help the people. It's taken a pandemic, a disease like the plague that hit the pharaohs and Egyptians a long, long time ago. And those that believed were saved, and those that didn't perished. They went through great pain. You know, those now, even now, those who put their lives in front of everybody else's and find their life more important. You're going to struggle. You're going to struggle. My life is no more important than anybody else's or next to me. You know, put the people first. Put the people around you first. And the Creator will take care of you and everything that you love and everything that's dear to you. Put yourself first. Your health and your life. And lose it. It's real simple. You don't have to believe me. But does it really take losing a child, losing a brother, a sister, a mother, a father, somebody close to you that you love, a niece, a nephew, your grandchildren? What will it take us as people to open our eyes and understand what's really important? That time you spend alone is time that you should be using to focus on yourself and what's important to you. Fixing yourself. We all have things within ourselves that are broken, that need to be looked at and fixed. And how many people have actually taken the time to do that? Well, now's the time to do that. Now's the time for healing. And that's what this is all about. I believe this is all about healing. And it's all about bringing people to the Creator God. And although He's divine and He has the power to bring you to Him, He leaves us all that individual choice to either follow dark or light. The choice is yours. He ain't going to beg you to come to Him. He ain't going to beg you to love Him. And He ain't going to beg you for His protection and His blessings. One thing's for certain, after everything is said and done, life is going to change. Life as we know it is changing. And unless we come together as one people, it's going to get worse before it gets better. I promise you that. It'll get worse before it gets better. And, you know, I hope that even some of you take time to listen to this message and think about what I'm telling you. There's a lot of you that think like I do. There's a lot of you that don't and might disagree. And that's okay. You don't have to agree with me. You can find out through your own experiences. You can find out through your own hurt and your own pain. But when you're on your knees and you're pleading for God to help you and to save somebody that you love, remember this then. When we say for the people, we mean all people. I don't care if you're black, red, yellow, or white. All people. It's time to come together. And those that are racist, prejudiced, and have hatred in their heart, well, I guess they'll find out their own way. They'll definitely find out their own way. You can't change them. We don't have that power. We can be the voice to all that will reason. We can be the voice of reason to all that will listen. But only that divine power, that Creator God, has the power to address hatred, anger, racism. Those things will come to pass. And people say it'll never happen in our lifetime. Maybe it'll take all of our lives ending before it does. Does it take a global cleansing for us to change? Does it need to come to a global cleansing for us to change? People can believe what they want, but I'll tell you right now that governments are all dark. They all lie, and they all are dark, and that is my opinion. I say that not only as a man, I say that as a spiritual man. They deceive, they hide, and they lie. And they are not about the people, they are about money. Believe that. Anyway, it's been a beautiful day out here. Gorgeous, gorgeous day. And I'm getting ready to go back inside. I hope this message has touched your hearts, your mind, and has found you in good health and under the Creator's protection. I pray for protection for all of you. And I ask that you all have a blessed day.